Hello friends, today we are going to see Goa State Board Model Question Paper for Class 6, Summative Evaluation 1. So let's start with this. So the first question is about choose and write the most correct alternative from those provided below. Okay, so the first question is a figure formed by the two rays. Okay, so a figure formed by the two rays with a common endpoint. So how does the figure will look like actually? The figure will look like this. So you have a one ray like this and the another ray and the common endpoint you have. Okay, so over here what it will be form? It will be forming an angle. So your option is B. Alright, now next. Which of this is a prime number? Now which is the prime number over here? 9 cannot be because you have 3 3s are 9, 7 3s are 21. Yes, 17 doesn't have any the factors over here other than 1 and 17 itself. So 17 is a prime number. 49 also can be written as 7 sevens are. So your answer is 17. Now next is the horizontal axis in a bar graph. So you have the horizontal axis, right? We have a vertical axis and we have a horizontal axis. So what does it call horizontal axis as? Over here we call it as the x-axis. Next one, which of this shows the repeating pattern? So where is the repeating pattern over here? Now see, repeating pattern means the number or the object has to repeat itself. Okay, so in which option the object is repeating? Here in the option number B. So you have a square, circle, square, circle. So here it is repeating, the objects are repeating. It can be number also, but here in this case we have a object. Alright, next is the angle in a straight line. So straight line angle, so what you have is like that, you have an angle like this. Okay, so the angle in a straight line will always be a, how many degrees it is going to be a straight line angle? It is going to be 180 degree. Is this clear? So angle in a straight line is 180 degree. Next, the smallest odd prime number. So actually how does we start with the prime number? 2, 3, 5, 7 and so on. Now here they want the smallest. Now the smallest prime number is 2, but they want odd. 2 is an even number. So the smallest odd prime number is going to be 3 because 3 is a odd as well as the prime. Got it? Next, find the next term in the seventh one. So what has happened over here? First number is 3, the second is 6, then it is 12. So every time what has happened? 3 times 2 is what? 6. Then again 6 times 2 is what? 12. Yes. So terms are getting double. 12 times 2 is what? 24. So what will be 24 times 2? 24 times 2 is going to be 48. So your answer is 48. Getting me? Alright. Now next one is, if one angle of a triangle is 90 degree and another is 30 degree, then the third angle is, now which property are you going to use? We don't know what is a third angle, right? How do you calculate? The sum of the angles has to be how much? 180 degree. That means 90 plus 30 degree plus whatever third angle, let's say that is x, right? The sum has to be how much? It has to be 180. So 90 plus 30 is going to be 120 plus x, which is equal to 180. So x will be equal to 180 minus 120. So x is going to be 60 degree. Got it? So your answer is 60. So here which property we have used? Sum of the angles of a triangle. Right? Yeah. Now the next question over here is the number which is divisible by both 2 and 3. So first let's check, now 25, it's not divisible by 2. 42, yes, it is divisible by 2 because 21 times 2 gives you what? 42. And also it is divisible by 3 because when you divide 42 by 3, 3 ones are 3, 4 minus 3 is 1, 3 fours are 12, right? So it is divisible by both 2 and 3. 55 and 77, it is not divisible by 2. Okay. Next question. the mode of the data. Now what do you mean by mode? The most recurring number in the data, right? The most recurring value. So which is the most recurring value here? We have, see, we have 257, 2928. So which is the most recurring one? 2, 2 and 2 is repeated how many times? It has repeated 3 times. So the mode of this data is going to be 2. Alright. The next one. A number is a prime if it has. So how many factors does the prime number has? Take any prime number, let's say 5. How many factor does it has? 5 times 1, 5 ones are 5, right? So how many factor does it has? 2. So exactly 2 factor any prime numbers has. Let's say 3 also. How many factor does it has? 3 times 1, 3. So the answer is exactly 2 factors the prime number has. 1 and the number itself. Okay. So prime number has a factor as 1 and the number itself, whatever number you have. The next one, the measure of an acute angle. The measure of an acute angle. So we have seen the types of angle, right? So what is an acute angle? Yes, the angle which are less than 90 are called as the acute angle. Okay, less than 90 is acute angle. More than 90 is called as obtuse, right? And exactly 180 will be the straight angle, and so on. Go to the next question. Now we have to see, find the sum of first 5 odd numbers. So what are the first odd numbers, first 5? What are the odd numbers first? List out. So you have 1, then you have 3, then 5, yes, then you have 7, and then you have 9, correct? So these are the first 5 odd numbers. Now you have to add them up. Okay, they want the sum of this. So you add them up. 1 plus 3, 4, plus 5, 9, 9 plus 7, 16, and 16 plus 9 is going to be 25. So the answer is 25. Okay. Now which of this is a composite number? So what is a composite number? Which has more than 2 factors, right? So now over here 19 is a prime number, it cannot be a composite. 23 is also a prime, it cannot be composite. Now 27. Now 27, how you can factor 27 as? Tell me. 9 3s are 27. Again you can factor it as 3 times 3 times 3. Yeah. So which is the composite number you have? Which of the following is a composite number? 27. So your answer is 27. Okay. Again 31 is a prime number, so it cannot come as a composite number. Okay. Now next is, a bar graph shows the number of students liking different fruits. If 12 students like apple and 8 like mangoes, how many more likes apple? Right? So you have to just compare. 12 likes, 12 student likes apple and 8 likes mango. So how many more student likes apple if you compare both of them? So 12 minus 8, that is 4. So your answer is 4. Next. Which of the pattern shows the doubling? Like just now we have seen, right? So number has to get double. So look at the first one. 1 is getting double as 2, but 2's double is what? 4. But what option they have given? 3. So this is not working. Next. 2's double is what? 4. 4's double 8. 8 16. Yes. So this is your option. Okay. Now here in the third one, no need to check, but still I'm just telling you. Now 3's double is 6, but 6 double is what has to be there? 12, but they have 9, so that's why this cannot be. Here also 5's double is 10 and 10's double is 20, but here they have given 15, so this will also not. So your answer is B. Okay. Now which number between 30 and 40 is a prime? So prime number list you must be having, right? So after 30, which is the next prime number we get? 31. Yeah. And if you don't remember the prime numbers, you can always check. 33 can be written as 11 3s, 35 can be written as 5 7s, and 39 can be written as 13 3s. So these are not the prime number, so not as an option, right? So which is the prime number we have? We have 31. Next, in a survey, now pay attention here. This is a question, and if you study maths later on, you will be having this type of concept in your higher classes. In a survey, 20 students likes what? Cricket. 15 students like what? Football. And 10 likes both. They like both cricket also and football also. right? So that means this 10 is counted in both. They have counted in both. So how many students like at least one of the two game? So if you draw a Venn diagram over here, right? So suppose this is a cricket and this is a football here, okay? So what you have to do here is, now 10 student likes both cricket also and football also, it will come here. So cricket, how many student likes? 20. So 10 is gone here, so 10 more here. And football, how many student like? 15. 10 is already written here, so 5. So total how much? 10 plus 10 plus 5, which is equal to 25. Now suppose if this method doesn't work for you, there is another method, a simple method. What you do is, you just add, how many student likes cricket? 20. How many student like football? How many student likes? 15, right? This student like football. Now there are some students which are common to both, right? So what we will do is, we will add this 2 and we will subtract the common, that is cricket and football. Okay, so what will be the answer here? 35 minus 10, which is going to give you 25. So either way, I think this method you might use in your higher classes. If you are okay with this, you can use this, or you can use this also. All right. Now, the 19th one, if clock shows 3 o'clock, the angle between the hour hand and minute hand. So at 3 o'clock, how the clock will look like? Tell me. It will be at, the hour hand is here and the minute hand is here. So exactly it is going to look like 90 degree. Is this clear? So the angle will be the 90 degree. Again, this concept will be repeated in your higher classes. Okay, suppose it is 310 or 320. What is the angle between the hour hand and the minute hand? So this is very interesting topic. Right now we are just straightforward. We are doing like 3 o'clock, what is the time? Or 9 o'clock, what is the time? Or what is the angle, right? That we are finding out. But in your higher classes, you will see the angle between like hour hand and minute hand, you know, when it is 5:10 or 5:45 and all. So it is very interesting calls. Now next, a figure is repeated to make a border design. Identify the type of pattern. So repeated, right? The figure is repeated. So repeating. So this is called as a repeating pattern. Okay. If it is repeated, then it is called as a repeating pattern. I hope you have got this. Okay. So in our next video, we'll go to the next question.